right, good morning. This is Catherine Taylor with Revival Web Design out of Riverview, Florida, and I'm creating this video for JC Custom Painting Services. And first and foremost, I want to upfront tell you this is not something to sell you. This is really going to be an educational video that I'm creating for you to build a relationship and provide a level of value and give you an idea about what I do and how my services can be of assistance for you and your company. So as I look through your website, I just want to tell you it's super fun. I love your logo. All of this is incredibly colorful, so it's a very engaging website. So I really do think that you have done a great job at creating the site for your company. So just upfront telling you that I think it's a super fun website. But what I'm going to go through today in this video, I'm going to touch on three areas of focus. And it's not so much about a website creation, it's about what all of the back work is for what your website's trying to do, which is bring you new clientele. So we're going to talk about SEO, which is called search engine optimization. It has a lot to do with the content on your actual website. We're going to talk about your Google My Business. It's also known as a citation. It's how often your business name, phone number, and address is listed online and why it's important. And then we're going to talk about backlinks. So when we go into a page in Google, when we type something into the search bar, these are called keyword searches. And this is when someone types in painters, Lakeland, Florida. This would be considered a keyword search. So note that's what a keyword is, what people are typing in to find services that they need. So when you hit enter, generally, depending upon what type of service you're looking for and the location, you'll have a top section where they have ads. Currently, no one's really running any ads in Lakeland that has to do with painters. And then the Google Map Pack would be in the middle of the ads and organic traffic at the bottom. So touching on real quick about the Google My Business. So this is important because between the ads and the Google My Business ads account for about 20% of people who were looking for a service. They'll click on the ads and just go with a particular company. The Google My Business, the Map Pack, that's where additional 25 to 35% of people will choose a company based off of what's close to them. So your company is in the Google My Business, but it is a little bit further down towards the bottom. And there's a couple of things that you can do in order to pull this up closer to the top. But you want to be closer to the top because that's where people are clicking on. It's like some of the first couple of names. So there is some things that we can do to get you higher up on the Google My Business. And then all the other organic traffic is down below that. So the reason I'm telling you this is the ads and the Google My Business, the Map Pack accounts for generally 40 to 55% of people who are going to look for a service. So if you're not running an ad and you're not high up on the Google My Business, then that's about 50% of people looking for a service that are going to click on those names. And then down below, I have, sorry, that's my dog in the background. I apologize if you hear him snoring. John Locke is the first name that we come to as far as if we type in painters Lakeland, Florida. So this particular website, the reason I'm doing this is I'm going to show you the difference between the two of yours and theirs. Theirs is also a very clean website, but one of the bigger things I want to point out is the content on here. There's a lot of information on here. So we're going to slide into the next topic of search engine optimization. Google wants a lot of content. We know that we run and create websites based off of the reflection that we want people to see our company as. Google wants content. They're constantly using algorithms and combing through websites to see what type of value you're bringing to those that are looking for your service. Without the content, and in the content are those keywords that people are searching for. So without that, you're not really going to be found. And I'm going to show you the analytics on that in just a second. So when we talk about the 1,500 words, you want at least 1,500 on your front page or more than what your competition has. And then you can add more content on your service pages. There is a level of on-site SEO that I do as well. And just letting you know up front, just because you need more content doesn't mean you actually have to change your website. Okay. So I don't want you to think that I'm sitting here telling you got to redo your website altogether. That's not even the case. So some of the services we provide is creating the content and getting the content put into your website so that you can start being found for more keywords. So the content can also come, I see you have a testimonials. Content can also come from videos, testimonials, blogs. You can also create content that way. That can drive business or clientele to your business as well. All right, so last, we're going to hop into the analytics. So Ahrefs is a company I subscribe to. This is how I do my research every month for a monthly subscription and how I do my research for my clientele. In here, I'm going to go through some of the technical terms up here. So the UR is the strength of your website, and the DR is the domain ratings, basically how popular you are found online. So strength and popularity, both of these are driven through what we call backlinks and referring domains. A backlink is simply a link from one website to another, and a referring domain is a high power, high credible website linking back to yours. And both of these help prove that you're a credible and valuable website, but also they push power. So you want some of this in order to start ranking higher on Google. So in your particular analytics, we don't have any data. I did actually look up your domain, so I could see that your website may have been created just a couple months ago. Even so, if you had the right content on your website, you should still be what we call ranking for certain keywords. So it's not, once again, a negative, but we do have just some adjustments that could be made so you can start being found. And not just in Lakeland. I did see on your website that you are looking and can service different areas. So you want to be ranking for other areas outside of Lakeland. Once again, the more that you provide Google with, the more that you can be found for. So currently, right now, you are only ranking for what we call two keywords: JC Custom Painting and Drywall, Lakeland, Florida. Why I'm hopping in this is I want to show you there's two areas that I look at: volume and position. The volume is how often these particular words are being searched per month, and position is where you fall. So if we just take a look at Drywall, Lakeland, Florida, it's being searched 50 times and you're in the 71st position. That means there's 70 other companies ahead of you that could be chosen for this particular keyword research. Something else I want to point out in here, and this is part of what I would do if we move forward and do a proposal, is go through how difficult it would be for your website to start ranking and how quickly we could do that. It has a lot to do with the keyword difficulty, so that's what KD is. A 0 is really easy. So if we were just trying to hone in on Drywall, Lakeland, Florida, we should be able to get you ranking for this within, I would say, 2 to 3 months. And that means that you could potentially have this volume being driven right to your website. So why it's important is I'm going to show you your competition's analytics here in a second. Currently, your website's not bringing any type of organic traffic. So right now, one of the key things I would say is we could work on like I said, the content, get a whole bunch of keywords into your website and get you ranking, and that's what will bring in some organic traffic. So going into John Locke Painting, I'll show you his information. The UR is pretty strong. The DR's on the lower side. That probably means they don't have a lot of strong backlinks pushing power to their website. So let me show you what backlinks look like. So once again, a link is just from one website to another. And you can do that through a number of ways. It's a service that we provide. Keep in mind, this is something that would be a monthly cost because all of these links cost money, and you can't throw 400 links at your website at one time. It is organic. Google will actually shut you down if you start trying to do too much at one time. It has to be put in there in a certain process. Generally, it's about 25 to 30 links per month that would get you to start organically ranking. And that's why I say that this is part of a monthly cost that would cost a little bit of money. Not all links are created equal, okay? So you can get a bunch of links, but if they don't have a high DR, so like this 90 is pushing power to their website. But if we scroll down, you can see that they have one here that has one link. They have some in here that are really low. So they're not really doing a ton of work for their particular website, and that's why that their domain rating is low. And let me go back in here and show you two other things, and then I'll give you my contact information. So they are being found for 71 keywords, and their website's bringing them 61 people to their website, and that's an average per month. So even if you, let's also realize that we're not going to capture 100%. So not all of these 60 people are going to say, hey, John Locke, come paint my house. They're going to the website to see what they have to offer. We look at more of a capture rate of like 5 to 8%. So 10% being 6, half of that would be 3. So if this particular website is probably more than likely bringing them, I would say 3 to 6 new clientele per month. But that's good money. And if you're looking at a website that you could easily rank and get you more, that could be positive as well. So in here, if you can see all of these particular keywords that they're being found for. So what we would do is target some of these similar ones, see how difficult it would be to rank, and then if we added more backlinks, which is more power to your website, you could easily be outranking them within a certain period of time. I would say 3 to 6 months. So that was a lot of information at once. I do apologize, but I do want to show you that there is a lot of value add in having someone help you with your particular website. Once again, it's a good looking website. And at the end of the day, if you're interested in the next step, that would be going through what we call a deep dive. So you get a better idea of the vision for your company, where you want to go, what it is that you want to do, whether it's revenue or for growth and expansion, or a business for slower months, or just trying to get more business anyhow. This is a chance where you would also get to ask me questions and find out if we would be a good fit to work together. But I hope you found this information valuable. You can give me a call at 757-846-0186, and we can get a deep dive scheduled, or you can respond back to the email that the video came from. And my particular website is going to be revivalwebdesign21.com. And once again, we are out of the Tampa Bay area, so we're pretty close if you did want to meet in person versus doing a virtual meeting. It's totally up to you. All right, well, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this information with you. I hope you found it valuable, and I look forward to speaking with you. Have a great day.